Hi everyone, it's Yessenia. Welcome back to my channel, Budget with Books and Makeup. Today is obviously oh, she's playing with a toy. Today is a very different kind of day and video, and that is because I'm doing a quarter one check-in for the year of 2023. So it is currently Sunday, April 9th that I am filming this. I have already closed out the month of March and I already started budgeting for the month of April. So let's go ahead, let's see how I did. And yeah, let's see how I did. Okay, I am now screen recording my Mac, so we're just gonna do a picture-in-picture. That way you guys can see me and be able to see what is on my screen and how I'm tracking all of my income and expenses for this year. So I changed the setup for my annual budget, and that was because this was the original one. And hold on, give it a second. I'm sorry, y'all, my Mac is old. It's 7 years old and it's not working like it used to. So anyway, it's loading. Nope, okay. Well, technically speaking, it's still loading, but this is what my old annual budget spreadsheet looked like, and I liked it at first, and then I started using it, and then I realized that it wasn't the most user-friendly, and that was because I would try to, so I made a whole bunch of tabs, and then I would try to link it to the first page, and then I noticed, like, well, things change, and this one wasn't the most friendliest way for when, you know, things change. Like, I added some not extra debt, but like other debts came up, and other savings came up. And every time I tried to insert it into one of these sheets, it completely, not that one, messed this first page up. And I'm like, okay, this isn't working. So there's a reason why I like to write everything down. So for those of you who don't know, and if this is your first video, hi, welcome. My name is Yessenia. I think I said that already. I'll say it again. I am currently using the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck method and her workbook in the box set series. So let me show you guys. Okay, this is the box set. This is what I'm using this year. I really do like the size of these books, and that is because the original workbook is this big. Look, it's as big as my head. So, and it's pretty thick. My dining room table is very small because the apartment that I'm currently living in, it's really not that big. It's really small. Not really small, but like it's on the smaller side. I personally like the size of this apartment. I think it's perfect, but like I don't have a lot of space and my dining room table is pretty small. So this workbook takes up a lot of space. So this was my workbook for last year, for the year of 2022, and I used it the whole year. Now, did I use it consistently the whole year? No. That's because at the beginning of the year, I really struggled, but I did use it the whole year. I want to get better about tracking this year. That was one of my goals. So that is why, I'll just leave this on the floor for right now. I'm still writing everything down, but I'm also putting everything in an Excel sheet. That way, when I look at the annual numbers, I don't have to go through every single page. I know in the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck workbook, she has a little instructions and yearly spending book, and you can write everything down in here, which is great. There's nothing wrong with this. I forget to use this, I'm gonna be very honest. So like I wrote everything down and I have everything written here, but I do forget to use it. So having this Excel sheet is helping me remember to track all of my yearly expenses. So I do like this. I don't think I'm going to be using the box set for next year. She's not making them anymore. I do know that they're currently on sale on her website right now. I don't know if I'm going to purchase it again because storage is kind of odd. It is kind of odd. So I'm using it this year. I'm loving it this year, but I think next year I might Frankenstein my own planner. So this is the April workbook. So this video, we're going to go over January, February, and March. So I'm just gonna put these back because I have everything in here already. But I decided to change the Excel sheet just because this setup on here, it was just not working. Let me put this back too. So I switched it to have all of the months and everything on one page, and I just have a column for each month of the year. And then if you scroll down, it's so much easier. So let's say something changes. So like, for example, I am now contributing to my Roth IRA, and trying to get that into the other setup was just not working. So here it was really easy. I just inserted a line, named it Roth IRA, and as you can clearly see, there was no initial goal for it because I didn't have it, but now I do have it, and there's the formula in there, and it's so much easier to have my yearly expenses set up this way compared to the other way. So I'm sorry that was a very long-winded explanation of the changing of my setup. Long story short, I just changed up my setup. So let's go ahead, let's look at everything. For the year, I have a yearly budgeted and a yearly actual column. So this is what I am predicting that I'm going to make for the year from my teaching job. This is what I'm predicting I'm gonna make from my gym job, which is $6,000. I don't plan on using any other kind of income like cash back, or if my parents or my grandma or anybody gives me money or things like that. So I know it's gonna happen. I'm not counting on it. I want to count on my two main incomes for the year. And roll over, I think I did roll over $100 from 2022. So I made sure to put that in January 2023. 2023, I plan on bringing in, after taxes, $57,014.68. So what I brought in so far for the first 3 months from my teaching job is $12,595.38. So if I do some math, I brought in, that can't be right, 25%? Did I bring in 25%? I guess I did. So I just did some math. I did the actual divided by the budgeted, and I already brought in 25% of the income that I wanted to bring in. Please let me know if I did that math wrong. And then for the gym, I brought in a lot of money from the gym. So I brought in $2,358.28. We're gonna divide that by 6,000. And I already brought in 40%. That makes sense. I already brought in about 40% of the income that I plan on making from the gym. So please understand that I severely under budgeted my income, and that is because you always want to underestimate your income and then overestimate your expenses, and that way you are always in the green. So far, other income, I have used $107. So I know $50 from that was from my tax refund. $30, no. And I think, and then this $20, a friend paid me for teen teaching with her at the gym. And then in March, I used some cash back from my Capital One credit card to help pay an unexpected expense that came in. During the month of March, if you guys didn't see my March monthly budget close out, I'll link it in the description bar. I got 2 AT&T bills for the month of March, and that was because they sent me a bill for both February and March. It happens, it's all right. I'm only getting 1 bill for the month of April, so we're good. So in January, I brought in $5,351.07. In February, I brought in $5,306.64. Actually, that's not right. I allocated, not brought in, because $500 of that was rollover. And then in March, I allocated $5,403.38. So far this year, I have made $15,060.66. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let's divide that by what I planned on bringing in. I have made 26% of my budgeted income so far. So seeing as how it's quarter one, I think you want to be like, I don't know, over 25%. This is my first time doing this, y'all, so just please bear with me. So I brought in 26% of my budgeted income. So for it being the quarter one check, and I actually think that's pretty good. I plan on definitely upping my gym income during the summer because that's when I'm going to be able to plug in a lot of hours since I won't be at school. So like I said, I brought in $15,060.66. So for the year, I planned on spending $23,722.32 on utilities. Okay, here comes Cupcake. Here she is. Hi, sweetie. She just ate her dinner. I know, baby. I know. I just came back from the grocery store, so she's being really needy right now. That's okay. So far, oh, no. Cupcake, no, that's my hair. That's my hair. Don't eat my hair. Okay, are we good? Okay. So far this year, I have spent $5,957.59 in utilities. And I expect it's gonna go down because I switched my phone service. That's why there's two lines here. And I'm like, how am I gonna indicate this change on the old one? That there's just no way. I used to have T-Mobile. I'm not happy with T-Mobile, so I switched over to AT&T. So now this line is gonna be 0, and then this line is gonna be higher than expected for the rest of the year. But I'm saving a lot of money by switching to AT&T because I bundled my phone and my home internet. So I was able to do that. And then they gave me a 25% teacher discount. So I should be saving between $40 to $50 every month by switching over to AT&T and not having T-Mobile anymore. So, and it's actually just really nice to have, like, how can I put this? Less companies to deal with, you know what I'm saying? I've also had like no real internet issues with AT&T so far. I'm sorry, she is really, really, really needy. There are YouTubers, budgeting YouTubers, who can have their dogs on their laps while they budget. I can't, because look at her. There is a video of her sitting on my budget book because she was really upset with me that I wasn't paying attention to her and I was updating my budget, and she's climbed on top, and I thought, okay, she was gonna sit. No, she climbed on the table and sat on the budget book. Anyway, so funny story time. So everything is looking good so far. Rent hasn't changed. Google, that is my Google Drive storage, that hasn't changed. Script hasn't changed. So AT&T will change. It's gonna be a little bit higher, and then it'll be a little bit higher now because they put on the payment for the phone. I traded in my iPhone 12 and they gave me $800 for it, and they put that towards my iPhone 14, and all I have is $100 left to pay off. So they added that to the bill now, so my bill is going to be $25 higher for the next couple of months, but it'll only be 4 months. So there you go. My car insurance and my renter's insurance, I think it's the car insurance, it went down. So it was $129.69, and that's what this yearly number was based off of. This yearly number was based off of this monthly payment. And then my 6 months for my car insurance, they're in March and September. So I got the new bill in or what is it, the cycle renewal or something. You guys know what I'm talking about, the renewing the policy. And then they told me that it was going to be $109.51 every single month. So my car insurance went down by $20. Hey, right, baby? Right? Yes, we're going to celebrate me saving $20 a month because that's a lot of money. If you do the math, that's $240 a year that I'm saving. So we're celebrating that. My Zumba membership has not changed. It's still expensive AF. We're not going to talk about it. Oh, that's why it was off by a penny. Oh my God, y'all. So I've been entering my numbers on here, And for the month of February, I got this number down here. No, this number for the month of March. It was off by a penny compared to what I had in my book. I'm like, why? Now I see why. Okay, that makes sense. All right, y'all. I'm so glad I noticed that. So it's $43.94, not $43.95. Discovery Plus is still the same. Paramount Plus is still the same. My gas bill, what was it based on? It was based on the average of $90 a month. And I did that because that was kind of my average last year. Like even during the summer when I wasn't running the heat at all and I was just using the cooking gas, it was still $80 to $90. I'm like, why? The heat's not on. Why is it this high? Anyway, so that's what this number 1080 is based on. It's based on the average of $90 a month. So January and February, obviously they were a little bit high because the heat was on. I don't keep my heat above 67 during the winter. If it gets really cold, 68, and if it gets like below 0, then I'll put it to 69, maybe 70. I noticed when I set it to 70, that's when the bill gets to 130. So I try to keep it the maximum 68. 69 is like super, super pushing it. So y'all, I got my gas bill for this month, for the, for my normal billing cycle, and it's $64.17. So it is going down. I'm so thankful for that. So it's been slowly going down. During the summer, it's definitely going to be between the 60 and 80 range. So it's going to help balance out the winter months when it's going to be in the $100 and the $110 range. The electric bill is also based on an average of $100 a month. I did that because during the summer, that's when it's going to be $100 a month. So during June, July, August, September, maybe October. So during those 4 months, that's when I'm going to be running the AC. Look, y'all, I get hot. And that is another reason why I keep my heat at 67, because I get hot. I can't have it, otherwise I'm gonna be sweating here. My darling child, you guys see her, she's a tiny chihuahua. She loves the heat, but I told her, unless you start contributing to the gas bill, the gas is staying at 67. I can't stand when it gets too hot. I will run the AC. I think I once dropped it to 66 because it was like 100 degrees outside. Like, nope, we're not having heat stroke up in here. So this number, 1200, is based on the average of $100 a month, and we are well below that average. Well below that average. I even think like for the month of April, my electric bill went down even more. It's $36 now. So I'm hoping to keep it around there for May and hopefully part of June. Like try to keep it low. Budget billing came up as an option for my ComEd bill. And here's the funny thing. My stepmom always tells me, just do budget billing, just do budget billing. Well, I looked into it. They were gonna charge me an average of $66 for the whole year. Now, here's my thing. I think if I don't do budget billing, it's cheaper for me than if I did do it. Because right now, my bill is averaging highest $45 a month. So that's $540 for the year. So we're definitely like under that. If I did budget billing, which was $66, then it would be $792 for the whole year. Now I know there's going to be 4 months where the bill is going to be pretty high, but like on average, my electric bill is very low for the whole year, like very, very low. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it again. But I'm going to do whatever mathematically makes the most sense. $66 a month just does not sound... I think when I did the original math, not doing it ended up being cheaper for the whole year compared to the budget billing, if that makes any sense. I'll check it again, and if it's reasonable, then we'll see. But I have a very small apartment, so it doesn't take much to cool it down. Book of the month So you can skip book of the month. That's why I really like that book subscription. If you don't like the choices that they have, skip it. I've actually skipped March and April, so they're not going to charge me again during the month of April, which is why there's a 0 there. And the phone bill, so that's my T-Mobile bill. I'm no longer going to have it, so that line is just going to be empty. But I'm keeping it there because it was originally part of the original budget, and some money went towards it. So that is why when I close everything out at the end of the year, I have to keep it there because some money did go to T-Mobile and it has to be accounted for. Variable expenses, y'all, food has been a struggle this year. I think food prices are going up again. I only planned on spending $4,200 for the year, and that was based on the average of $350 a month. And January I was able to stay under budget. February I went over. March I went over. I upped my budget to $375 to see if that's gonna help. I'm really hoping it does. So we'll see, but I might end up going over budget for the year in groceries, especially because in the state of Illinois, I believe they put a 0% for state taxes on all food, so on all grocery purchases, and that ends in June 2023. So after June 30th, 2023, so July 1st, they're gonna add the sales tax back to the Illinois state sales tax back to the groceries for the rest of the year. So I will probably have to up my grocery bill to $400 at that point to accommodate being charged that extra tax. It is what it is. Household has also been kind of iffy. Last month I spent $100 on household, over $100. January, no, that was February. So January I spent $56. February I spent about $108. Last month I spent $24. So last month, March, was my good month. I'm gonna go over budget for this month because I already spent most of it and I still need to buy laundry detergent. It's practically, I think I have like a couple of loads left. I forgot to buy it when I was at Costco. I was so mad. So my darling child Cupcake, she has been under budget this year. I'm really, really grateful for that because so the extra money that does not get spent for her category automatically goes into her savings. That's how I do her money. That's her money. That's how I see it. It's her money. I never want her to not have money. So a lot of money went into her savings in January, and a lot of money went in last month, and it varies. So these are for her daily, her expenses, so like her dental treats, if I need to buy her food, wet food, dry food. I don't buy toys that often for her anymore because she only plays with one and maybe a couple here and there, but she has enough toys. She doesn't need any more. So poop bags too, like anything she needs, that's what comes out of her budget, and then whatever is left over, that's what goes into her savings account. What is this? Beauty. I've been under budget for beauty this year. Yes, I know, $3,000 a year for beauty is quite high. That is because I get my nails done. That was my budget for the year, and I've been under budget over the last couple of months. Has been great. Personal, nothing. So for those of you who don't know, for Christmas, I got like $230 something for Christmas. And I decided to put $100 of that in savings, and the rest of it, I decided that is your personal spending money. You are not allowed to buy anything personal or budget any personal spending money until that is gone. It's not gone yet. Well, I also took a whole bunch of books to half price books, and I got some money back, and I was able to add that to the personal spending category. I still think I have like $40 left. So it really made me think about, what do I want to buy? You know what I mean? I'm not just going, oh, let me buy this, let me buy this. I'm like, no, I only have $40 left. Do I really want to buy this? So it really has been making me stop and think about, do I really want to spend money on this purchase? So that's going well, excuse me. Car expenses. I renamed this category. It used to be car gas, and I renamed it car expenses because I realized I was doing other things with that car money. Like I was getting the car wash, I was buying windshield wiper fluid, small things for my car here and there. And that's why I'm like, the name doesn't really fit the category anymore. So now it's just car expenses. Some months I only just buy gas and that's fine. And then other months I get, like I said, I get windshield wiper fluid. I might get an oil change and it can come out of there. Other things for my car, get the occasional car wash. So that's why I renamed it. And this number 1800 was based on the average of $150 every month. And I've been underneath that average so far, which is great. We want to stay under budget. Eating out severely went over in the month of January. Don't know what happened in the month of January. A lot happened. But I was under budget for February, and then I went slightly over budget for March. So I really want to keep eating out at under $100. Like, I want 100 to be the max because I don't want to be spending a lot of money on eating out. So my total for the year for variable expenses is $10,140, and I have spent $2,861.14 so far. So that's like what, a fifth of what I budgeted. Sinking funds. So this is what I was planning on stuffing into my sinking funds. I planned on $6,000 for the year, and everything has been looking good so far. So $80 a month for car repairs. Taxes appointment started getting money again because it needed money. I realized, I'm not putting money in there. I probably should. Christmas has been getting money. So Cupcake, the reason why like she is getting so much money, like I said, whatever I don't spend in her variable expenses goes in here because that's her money. So eye exam, the normal $70 every month. Vacation, the normal $75 every month. Advisory, the normal $50 every month. Tattoo hasn't gotten anything yet, and that is because it's not a priority right now. So maybe it'll become a priority in July. We'll see. I want to get a sleeve of tattoos dedicated to all the fur babies in the family. So I've got two. I got Cupcake here, and I got Nagus here. Up next is Moogie. I don't know where to put her. I think I want to get her right next to Cupcake so that way my two babies are next to each other. Sorry y'all, my sister just called me. I'm gonna call her back once I'm done filming this video, which should be soon because I'm already at 31 minutes. Medical Surprises has been fully funded, so I think I have $200 in there right now or something like that. So I was able to stuff it and fully fund it. So I have stuffed $1,728.97 so far into my sinking funds. We are almost a third of the way there. Debt. Okay, this is where a lot has changed. I keep doing things. If I wasn't going back to get my ESL endorsement, I could definitely pay off my student loans within the next year and a half, but I went back to school. That's okay. I went back to school and I had to make the first payment in February, and then I made another payment in April. Oh, that's April. So these are April numbers. So don't worry about these numbers, but that is why this number isn't higher, because I had to start doing this too, but that's okay. I think I can still put $10,000 into my student loans this year. So that's the goal. I definitely want to do that. The car repair, I still had a car repair in January. I paid that off. So my car's fine. It was just in November, it had needed a lot of repairs, and there was no way I could pay the full $2,500 like in November. So I took some of the student loan payment, like debt payment, because I didn't have to make a payment. And then I just used that to pay off the car repair until it was done. My iPad, I also finished paying off my iPad this year. It's over there. That was another debt, so I don't owe any money on that anymore. We're good. This is a new one. In order to switch over to AT&T, I had to finish paying T-Mobile for my phone and my Apple Watch. And I did that, but I charged it to the Amex, so I'm just gonna finish paying it off. There's like I think I'll just finish paying it off this month. We'll see. I probably will between this month and next month. I just want to get that done because that's just like another, and it's so small. I just wanted to leave T-Mobile, and I wouldn't have been able to do it. Like I would have finished paying off my watch in October with them if I had stuck with the payment plan, and then that's when I would have been able to switch over to AT&T, and I'm just like, no, we're done. Yeah, for this one I have like under 200 something. No, I have under $300 left. So we'll get that. I'm gonna plan to pay that off by next month because I can totally do it. And this was why I switched to this setup, because this just makes it easier to add things that weren't in the original plan without screwing up all the formulas. So I planned on putting $10,772.25 into debt this year. And so far there's formula. I put in $2,946.57. So we're getting there. It is what it is. I'm looking at getting my ESL endorsement as a big investment. So I plan on teaching. Why not get the endorsement to make more money? And also to help the kids. Savings. I planned on putting $3,940 into savings. That was not my sinking funds. So I fully funded my $1,500 emergency fund in January. Fully funded my checking account buffer in January. I stopped contributing to my 401k because they didn't offer a match, and I opened up a Roth IRA so I can still save that money. So I'm still saving the money. It's just in a Roth IRA right now through Acorns, and see, it wasn't originally part of the plan. Now it is, so I was able to create a line item for it. My 1 month ahead fund, still tracking along. I'm making great progress though. Like, there was already money in there. I think I'm at like $1,300 or something like that so far, but that's just how much money that has been allocated to it this year. That's what these numbers are. So like this number, the reason why it doesn't say 1,500 is because there was already money in there. This is just how much money I contributed to it this year, and I was able to fully fund it. So we are 50% of the way there. I'm really hoping to put a lot more money into my savings. Well, maybe I guess not like a lot more money, because once I'm done saving for the 1 month ahead fund, everything is gonna get put into these student loans. That's what I want. But I did change the game plan. There's a reason why for the month of April, nothing got put into student loans, and that's because I really wanna focus on the 1 month ahead fund. Once I finish that, then I'm gonna throw all of my extra money to the student loan so I can get it paid off as quickly as possible, because I don't think that student loan debt forgiveness is gonna go through. That's what it is. There's a lot of other things that are going on that are not monthly expenses that I still need to keep track of. So unbudgeted expenses, I made a goal to keep that under $1,000. We're already at $242. So yeah, we're already a fifth of the way there, which I don't think is bad. But I really want to not spend money on unbudgeted expenses. You know what I'm saying? Because the more money that goes to unbudgeted expenses, the less money that goes into savings and towards paying off my debt. So, but I have to be realistic. Things happen. So that's why it's there. Work expenses, I'm trying to keep that under $750. Y'all, as much as I love my jobs, especially for my teaching job, I don't want to be buying all these things for my classroom. Like, I want to buy a ratings of perceived exertion poster, but they're like $40, and I'm like, the school should really buy this for me. And you know what? I should fill out a form so that way they could buy it for me. I'm trying to be mindful of what I'm spending for work. Also, my job at the gym. There's a lot of stuff that I buy for the job at the gym out of I actually just bought a pair of weightlifting gloves for when I teach body pump, because I'm getting calluses on my hand. I want to protect my hands, but like, I don't want to be spending all this money on my jobs. You know what I'm saying? Costco membership, that came out, that was $120. Les Mills came out in March. It was supposed to come out in February, but it still came out. And that is not the yearly amount. Nope. $279. That's the yearly amount. Car registration has not come out yet. That's going to be a May expense. And then, well, Deani, I gave her birthday present. Peacock TV doesn't come out until December, and I don't think I'm going to renew it because I don't use it. So I only spent like $30 on it as a promotion. So I'll try to use it for the rest of the year, but I don't think I'm going to like keep it for the next coming year, if that makes any sense. So far I have spent for other $536.71, and that is 24% of the budgeted expense. I guess that's the way to say it. So, and then I plan on having a remainder of $11,000 left over. And that is why I'm hopeful that for my student loans, I'll still be able to put $10,000 towards it, even though I have all these other goals first, even with National Louis, because that's going to really eat up a lot of my income. I don't want to take out more student loans to go back to school, so I'm cash flowing school right now so I don't end up with more debt. So I've also been putting in my numbers down here. This number came up negative. I'm like, why? I forgot to include the rollover. So that's why I included the rollover here, and then that's why these numbers are here. This number did not match the one that I had in my book. I like that number better, but anyway, I'm really hoping for April I can get down to 0. So far I reached a lot of my savings goals. I'm slowly making headway on the debt goals. I just got to keep trucking along. My variable expenses or my sinking funds, I'm really happy with my sinking funds so far. I'm still able to stuff money in there. My variable expenses are still looking good. Groceries they're going to be a battle for me, but if everything else stays under budget, then groceries should be fine. My fixed expenses are definitely looking good, especially considering that the gas bill and the electric bill are pretty low right now. My car insurance went down. My rent is not going to go up. Like, all of these things are so important. And then also my cell phone bill is going to be cheaper than it was before. So, and then I'm making really good income at the gym. So this number was based on making an average of $500 at the gym every month, and every month I have made over that. I think April is going to be a little less because I'm not subbing as much. So January and February, I was subbing like I had no days off. Like, I was working every single day. March, I wasn't subbing every single day, but I still had a lot of hours. I did doubles every Saturday during the month of March. That was tough. Y'all, have you ever taught 2 back-to-back Zumba classes? I burned 1,000 calories during those 2 hours. And I did that 3 weekends in a row. And then there was one weekend where I taught body pump and then aqua Zumba. Y'all, I'm crazy. So April is a lighter month of me subbing. I'm still going to make the $500 threshold, but it's not going to be close to $600. So, and that's totally fine. I gotta take it easy sometimes. So, all right, y'all, let me close this. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you really enjoyed my quarterly check-in. So this is just quarter 1. It's my first one. So please be nice to me, but please like, please comment, please subscribe. Please let me know, how are you doing for the first quarter of 2023? Okay, y'all. Bye. Have a great one. What am I trying to say? Have a great day, everyone. Bye.